I'm just in Japan on a bike, and it's been a while since the last video. This one is prompted by my mate Gerard, who's picking up a rather legendary motorbike. You're looking at my motorbike, and don't get out much these days because I'm working like an absolute slave. Very, very busy with work. But my mate Gerard has got himself an absolutely legendary motorbike, and he's picking it up today. We're at the dealer. The dealer is, rather bizarrely, it's upstairs in a shopping centre. So I'm not going in there today, but you can see the pit service there. That's the dealer's mechanic workshop, and this bike, I'll let Gerard tell you about it when he gets here. So very excited. I think I'm equally, if not more excited than he is, because of this amazing motorbike. This is not it, this is just somebody's bike parked here in the motorbike parking area. Oh, here he is. Are you excited? Where's your helmet? Ah, in there, okay. So I was just, we're doing a video now, Gerard, so where is the bike?
I have no idea. I haven't been there on top.
Okay, all right, so
I'm gonna check it.
we're picking up this legendary bike. I haven't told them what it is yet. What is the bike? Tell us what it is.
Well, it's a Yamaha R6.
Yeah.
What generation is it? I forgot. It's 2008 to 2016.
Right. So it's a Yamaha R6. It's a 2011 model, 2012?
2012.
2012 model. So that's the legendary bike that we're picking up today. And we are excited. I say we, because me too.
Yeah, me too. I think you're more excited than I am.
Sure. And it must be, maybe it's outside the pit.
Yeah, I think they're gonna bring it.
Should we go and have a look, see if we can see it? Okay, so we're picking up this legendary R6, and there's more to it. Although it's a 2012 model, it's a 2012 model, but it wasn't registered until
2021.
which is pretty amazing. So this guy sat on it for like 9 years before he registered it.
Yeah.
Right, and they needed to do some repairs on it, right?
Yeah, because it's quite old.
Yeah, because it was it bushes, you said?
Yeah, the bushing and I think the radiator.
Right, sure. Well, yeah, well, rubber stuff, and I guess they're rubber. I mean, they perish, don't they, after a time? Yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can find it and more video. Look at this. Do you know? Have you seen these? These are amazing, aren't they? These cross cubs. Yeah.
These are very durable.
Sure. There's like a cult following of these. This has been highly customized as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing. And I was just saying on the video, people don't realize in Japan that you can still buy kickstart bikes. It's still got a kickstart.
My 50cc is still a kickstart.
Yeah. Well, what year is that 50cc you've got?
What year was it? I think they stopped producing it on 2014, I think.
2014?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
What year is yours, do you know?
I forgot.
Because they don't always know the
Yeah.
year of these bikes in
Because
Japan,
they
which
only
is another
produce
strange
it here.
thing. Yeah.
They only sold it here in
It's a
Japan.
monkey, isn't it?
It's a ape.
Ape, right.
Yeah,
It's an ape.
850.
That's Honda, isn't it? Yeah. I want to do a video about that as well. Anyway.
I can bring it.
Yeah, well, we'll do a video about it. We will. So this R6 is got like 11,000 kilometers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got 11,000.
Now I'm worried because you're going from a 50cc to a very
Well, I'll take it
powerful
slow.
600cc.
I'll take it slow.
I'm very worried about this. So I'll be with you for your first ride.
Well, I've been hopping on my friend's 250 and 1000. So
That's right. Your BMW
Yeah.
was it S1000?
Yeah, it's
Ah,
1000. My friend's
Yeah.
1000 and my other friend's 250.
yeah. Well, 250 CBS,
ZX.
Oh yeah, right. Is that a Ninja?
Yeah, Ninja.
Yeah.
ZX 250.
How does that compare with that one? That's not a 250, is it? There.
I don't know.
What's that one? Oh, it might be. There's a Ninja. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a Ninja.
I don't know.
Oh, this is a 600.
You think it's a 250? The 250s are 4-cylinder, aren't they? No, that's a 2-cylinder. That I reckon. Yeah, I think that's probably. Do you think it's the 125 version?
125.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, yeah. So going from your daily ride of a 50cc to an R6 is a big step up. Yeah, it's
really new.
Well, I'll tell you what's amazing is that I looked up the performance figures for your R6 that you've just bought, and the performance data, your R6, I think it's got the edge over my GSX S1000F.
Well, I think it's only up until the 4th year, maybe the 3rd year.
No, I checked it. I don't know what's the top speed officially of the R6. Do you know?
No, there's no official because they bumped it.
It's going to be restricted because it's a
Yeah,
Japanese
it's
model, right?
restricted.
Yeah. So it'll be restricted to 180.
2008 was the only unrestricted, I think.
Sure. Oh, really? So you can get, but they can be de-restricted, right?
Yeah, but they can be, but
Yeah.
they don't usually do that here. In
Sure.
Japan.
Sure.
Because of the, what do you call this, inspection? Shop inspection.
Oh, that's right. When you do the
You
Shaken, the government
have-
inspection.
The bike has to
Yeah,
pass it.
that's
In
right.
order to be
So they check
road
that, do
legal.
they?
Yeah,
Ah.
they check it.
Wow.
Emission test.
Well, I'm not sure about my bike. My bike isn't restricted, so I'm not sure what's going to happen regarding that.
Is this restricted?
No,
Or
it's not
did you
restricted.
flash it?
No, it came from the dealer,
Oh,
unrestricted.
it's good. As long as you didn't do anything with it. It's ECU and the catalytic.
Converter thingy, yeah.
Because only 250cc's are not what do you call this? Are not going through the
Shaken. Yeah, that's right, yeah,
So you
yeah,
can do
yeah.
anything with it. You can change the
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
muffler and the sauce and everything.
Sure.
But 251cc and up, you have to comply
Yeah,
with the emission testing. So
sure. Yeah, that's right in Japan. If you get a bike below 250cc, you're not restricted by government inspection rules.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. However, you're going for a 600cc super sport. Do they call it a super sport? What do they call it?
yeah, they call it super sport.
So it's a
but
600cc.
just call it a super sport.
Yeah, sure. Right, okay, well, we'll do some more video later anyway. Right, so we're finally, they've brought it downstairs, they've brought it outside. There it is, in all its glory. It looks beautiful. And actually, it is a stunning bike. It looks absolutely stunning. This is the moment you've been waiting for.
鍵穴あるので、ちょっとここ少し普通に刺して、
That'll be your helmet lock, right?
で、ここ ETC
あー
そうそうそう。で、こう開けて、IC チップが上に来るように表に
That's
来る。
his ETC's electronic toll collection system for the
これでも ETC
toll roads, the motorways, the expressways here. Are all toll. You have to pay for them. I've got one like that under the back seat as well, because you can't fit anything else under the seats on these bikes.
あとガソリンなんですけど、 そうでも
Let's get back a bit, give him some space. It's actually very nice weather today. It's a bit hot in the direct sunlight. He forgot his gloves.
あとハンドルロック押します。こうやってやるとで回してもこともする。
So it comes with a 1-year warranty. That's, as he said earlier, to reiterate if you couldn't hear, it's a 2012 model. It's had one owner and he sat on it for 9 years before he registered the bike for road use. So it was in storage for 9 years. Then the owner used it for about 2 years and sold it to this dealer, and this dealer now is has sold it to Gerard. Gerard's bought it. Interesting fact, when Gerard was in the dealer the day he did the deal, he said that they were getting phone calls and emails for the bike, and other customers were coming in and looking at it. So it's a really desirable bike. Didn't realise quite how desirable it was. Legendary, of course, for winning all those races. I think Valentino Rossi was a major rider on this particular model, and it's correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. The lights, it's got the light, my bike's like that. The dip beam is one side of the twin lights and the main beam is the other side. So one side is dip beam, and when you put on the main beam, it illuminates the other side. Personally, don't like it. I think it looks unbalanced. It looks like an LED winker, an LED indicator. I wonder if that's an aftermarket modification or whether it was original. Don't know. Would this bike have had factory fitted LED? What am I trying to say? Would it have had factory fitted LED indicators back in 2012? Not sure. Maybe Gerard himself can put some comments below to correct us or to enlighten us accordingly. That front end is awesome. I mean, it's a really amazing front end. It's almost I don't know, it's bug, bird, I don't know, it's slightly animated in some sort of aggressive looking creature, and I'm just assuming that that's an air intake, like some sort of some kind of ram air system, or certainly something for cooling the engine. I'm assuming that's what that is. Again, let me know in the comments. I'm not an expert on the R6, I just know it's a legendary bike. I do know the performance figures are such that it is has more or less the same performance as my Gixxus, my GSXS 1000F. It's pretty much the same, except of course, being a super sport, a race replica, it's going to probably be a lot more agile. And being a 600, I don't know about the anyway, I'm rambling. Just rambling. It's certainly a good day for Gerard. He's got his dream bike, the Yamaha YZF R6. Omadetto! Congratulations! Arigato. Sounds nice. Sounds nice, right? So it's had a tail tidy on it, and you can see it set. It's much nicer to have that tail tidy, but there is some question as to whether it will pass a government inspection like that. I haven't done that on my bike. I'd really like to do it on my bike. It's a common modification, but it's basically he's been given the old rear light assembly unit. He's going to we can't take it home today, can't fit it in his backpack, but he's going to pick that up on Sunday in case it doesn't pass the government inspection, and he has to refit that to get it through. Anyway, there we are. Catch up with you later. Right, so this is our first stop, probably about 15 kilometers. Would you say that was about 15 kilometers? Yeah. And Gerard's first ride on his R6, the Yamaha YZF R6. How was your first ride?
Not used to it yet.
No, of course not. No. It sounded great. I mean, we went through a few tunnels
Yeah.
to get here, and I could hear when you opened it up once,
Yeah.
just that once. We won't say the
opened up
speed.
in I think in the second tunnel. I opened
The
up
second tunnel.
Yeah.
The sound was absolutely lovely,
Yeah, that's
amazing. And what Gerard said to me just now was that he couldn't hear my bike over the sound of his own bike, which is quite interesting, because I could hear yours even though I was in front of you. I could hear yours over the sound of mine.
Too far away.
Yeah. Well, my bike, to be honest, my bike's exhaust isn't loud.
Yeah.
It's not a loud bike.
Well, this is not modified. This is stock. So
Is this factory fitted?
Yeah. It's
Is it? Stop. Yeah, it's a really amazing sound, and it's quite a simple exhaust, isn't it? It's nothing flashy.
Well, I could change it, but I have to get rid of this. This one, this is
But why would you change it? I mean, I think the factory fitted one is fine, isn't it?
yeah, it's fine.
Would you change it? What if you
I don't know,
changed it?
maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But you've got to keep it on for 1 year because of the warranty
Yeah,
from the
because
dealer,
of the
right?
warranty.
You can't touch anything, no modifications. Yeah, and there's this sticker thing on here. Look at that. That's interesting. It's a bit weird having that on there.
See, I think this is the
Chassis, yeah, it'd be the chassis number,
Yeah,
probably.
that's-
And that's the date, maybe December, no, sorry, 2012 November. That'd be the date the bike maybe was made. Yeah,
This is a 2000.
that's right. It's a 2012 bike. This is it? This isn't factory fitted though, is it? These tank pads. These.
Well, you need it.
You do, yeah. And interesting thing that what is it you said to me that when we stopped at the traffic lights, we were talking a bit, and you were saying that it feels so low, and you're leaning far forward. Right?
The ergo is so aggressive.
Yeah, that's right. You said it was very an aggressive seating position, riding position. Is this so? You've ridden before. You've ridden. You said you rode your friend's BMW S1000.
Yeah.
How does it compare with a bike like that?
Well, this is lighter compared to the 1000.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a heavy bike. Yeah.
And the 1000 pulls so much on the first gear.
Right.
You can do wheelies on it on the first gear.
Yeah, it's got a lot of torque,
Yeah,
that bike.
torque.
Yeah.
But this you can manage it. It's quite tameable compared to one.
Oh, really?
1000. Yeah.
Gosh. You probably find when you get up to the high ends, though, that the high revs,
Yeah.
there's not a lot in it, I would say. But low down, this is manageable.
Well, I really
yeah?
wouldn't recommend going to 1000 first.
No. No,
My friends, they're crazy.
sure.
Right after they got their Ogata license, they went and
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
1000.
Yeah, soon, you know, you get your big bike license. Don't go out and get a 1000cc sports bike. Just get used to something a bit more manageable first.
Yeah, middle class.
Yeah, mid-range, mid-class. Yeah. Yeah, there we are. So, looking at the size of the bikes, yeah, yours is, of course, mine.
It's wider, right?
Yeah, well,
On the front.
mine's it's very heavy at the front. My bike, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit heavy on the middle side.
It's lower yours as well, isn't it? Not just obviously the handlebars are low because it's a race replica, but it's well, it's not a race. It's a race. It's an R. It's not an RR, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah, but it is essentially it's a race bike. Yeah,
There's a super sport.
that's right. Yeah. But I noticed that your lights are the same like mine, whereas one side is the dip beam, and then when you turn on main beam,
Yeah, this one.
the other side comes. Mine does that as well. I don't particularly like that, but I'd rather that the dip beam, both lights, both sides, were dip beam and high beam, personally. And I noticed, I think your indicators are LED.
Yeah, it's LED.
Is that factory fitted?
I don't know if it's factory fitted.
No,
but
I don't know. 2012
They
factory fitted
specified
LED.
it when we talked before I bought this bike.
Mm.
They said that it's LED fitted.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think it's aftermarket. Yeah, because it's
Sure.
1000.
Sure. Yeah. What's this thing on here?
It's a charger.
Oh, this thing.
Well, it's handlebar for your charger.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And I think you can put stuff there like cell phone handle.
Right. Oh, I get it. Oh, it's just like yes to clamp it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you now. Oh, I see.
One place.
It's just purely functional in terms of holding things in place. Yeah, sure. Yeah, good. So, initial reaction to the R6.
It's a really nice bike. It's like
Yeah.
if you want to buy a super sport,
Mm.
don't go up to 1,000. Just
Yeah.
buy a 250, 400, or 600.
Yeah. Well, there's a big difference between the 250 and the 600.
Yeah.
But you mean, yeah,
Well,
because
I can't say much about it because I just read it.
yeah, it's exactly first 15 kilometers, right?
I
Yeah,
haven't really unlocked it.
sure. And it'll take a while. You got to go careful.
I'll tell you after
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah, you got to go careful first time, without a doubt. You got to be careful.
It has no ABS, so I have to be careful.
Right, yeah, sure. Well,
ABS,
yeah. I mean, ABS. We never used to have ABS.
Yeah.
This is. I
You
mean,
want to learn how to ride a bike.
yeah, exactly. No rider gadgets, right? It's no
Yeah.
traction control, no wheelie control, nothing like that.
It's all road.
So, yeah, it's nice. It's got that typical Yamaha blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think the suspension was alright? I mean, you don't know yet, of course.
Yeah, I
But
haven't
Sure.
tested it yet.
sure. Yeah, I can now see them. Now they're side by side. I can see that it is smaller, isn't it? Yours is smaller.
Yeah, it's lower. It's lower.
I don't know the seat height. It's not a lot in there. I don't think there's a whole lot in the seat height, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
but this is
mine's
much longer.
yeah, it's longer. Mine's longer. It's bulky, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
With that
bulky.
bigger engine.
Because it's a 1,000.
Because it's a 1000, I know, but just a difference of 400cc makes.
For my size, the 600 is quite right.
Right, sure.
If I ride the 1000, maybe I'm too small for it.
Well, I don't know. Well, it's not. I'm not sure about that. You'd be surprised because it is.
heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's the weight distribution. It's the front end is so heavy on mine. Anyway, yeah, there we are. So we'll be making more videos. Hopefully, going for some rides.
Yeah, hopefully.
Really looking forward to that.